Tell me what you say now. Tell me what you say, come again. If you cannot stay down, then you do not have to pretend like there is no way out. I should've never.
Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be just a weight loss I don't want to use the word diet. We're going to say just an overall like healthy lifestyle journey with food, all of that sort of stuff. So if you guys aren't new here, you know that I went on 2 different weight loss journeys. So my first one was keto, and I lost a bunch of weight with keto. I lost a lot of weight. I was super skinny. If I have any pictures, I will insert them right here. But I was really, really skinny with keto. When I got off of keto, I gained all my weight back. Granted, that was likely due to me just kind of eating whatever. After that, I think I got off around the holidays, and after that I just kept going back into my old habits with eating. The next weight loss journey was a few years after that, and with that I just changed the way I was eating. I incorporated intermittent fasting and I also exercised. Hey y'all, so I wanted to come on here today to give you guys an update on my weight loss. So I am currently 9 pounds away from my goal, and this is what my progress is looking like. I have lost a lot of weight, you guys, like a lot. And now that I'm looking, I'm just like, do I really need to lose 9 more pounds, or I'm just going to focus on toning my belly and my thighs? But I mean, I just been eating right, working out every day, and even now I'm a little bloated right now, but I'm loving my results. And yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on what things are looking like. Lost a lot of weight then, and that weight was able to stay off. However, I got pregnant. And I gained a lot of weight. And I will say that the weight fell off a lot easier with my second pregnancy because I breastfed and I was still kind of working out. And there was a certain point where I saw myself progressively losing weight, but I kind of stopped because I was just eating whatever, to be honest. Like, for a while, was eating chocolate almost every other day. I would eat cupcakes and cake every single weekend. And then I got to a point where I'm just like, this is not good. So going into this year, 2025, and by the way, Happy New Year. My first video is 2025. When I came into this year, I was just like, I have to do something differently. And so I decided to just make a bunch of different changes. So I have everything in front of me. And what I'm going to do is just kind of go down the list and kind of tell you guys like what I'm doing, what I'm incorporating, and all that. So I kind of, wanted to start with telling you guys, I kind of gave you a little background, but the whole thing with me and weight loss is that when my body holds extra weight, I find that like my joints hurt, like my knees. I just feel overall tired, and that just doesn't sit well with me. Like, it was okay while I was pregnant because I was pregnant, but afterwards I typically am like very hard on myself to lose weight. I don't find it as a bad thing because I'm doing it because overall I want to be healthy, and I don't like feeling like, I just don't like feeling bad. But I did find that sometimes I could be extreme with like, okay, I just don't want to deprive myself, so to speak. Like, I wanted to lose weight, but sometimes I would do these things where I was depriving myself of things that I wanted when I just had to learn how to do things in moderation. First, I want to talk about my diet. What's completely different about my diet this time around is that I am not incorporating intermittent fasting anymore. So I did stop that just because I feel like at this age that I'm in, I kind of need to eat. That's just my body. Like, if intermittent fasting works for you, that's great. But I think like once I hit 30, like it just isn't working for me. Like I need the nutrients, I need breakfast now, and I wasn't really a breakfast person, but now I noticed like an overall change in my energy and everything. I need breakfast. So what I'm doing, once again, no intermittent fasting. I also am only eating meat 3 times a week. And when I mean 3 times a week, I mean like literally only 3 meals per week will have meat in them. And I just found that this has helped overall like a lot when it comes to my skin. And the water also helps with that. But my skin, my digestion, I'm not always bloated. And I was eating a lot of red meat. Like I was heavy on the beef bacon. I was always using ground beef, eating steaks. I love beef, but I realized that that's not really good for you. I know that beef takes longer to digest in your system than, say, chicken or turkey. So I'm not going to say that I'm completely cutting out beef, but like I said, I'm limiting meat to 3 times per week. Outside of those times, I had to be kind of creative with what I'm going to eat, trying to figure out where I'm going to get my protein from. And of course, I'm going to get it from those regular places like the chickpeas and the eggs and the, beans. I use, what do you call it, quinoa. The other day I had couscous, just anything else that I can get protein from outside of meat, just more whole foods and better things that go into my body. I also have had to learn how to be more creative with my cooking. It's easy to just make 2 boiled eggs and eat some yogurt and call it a day. But I really wanted to be able to be creative because I'm not going to make, the boys eat exactly what I'm eating. Unlike if they want a burger or something, like I'm not going to deprive them of having a cheeseburger. I'm not going to do that. But I also wanted them to be interested in what I was eating as well, right? So I found this app and it is called Substack. And I actually I got directed to Substack because I went, I was looking at one of not Aaliyah J, Lord, so many Aaliyah's face. She had this salad that she made and it looked really good. And then she directed us to a TikTok. I don't remember the name of the girl's TikTok, but I'll put it right here. But I mean, TikTok supposedly is supposed to be gone in a few days. So I would rather provide you with the link of the Substack. I believe it's $5 a month, and I really don't mind paying for stuff like that because she has a bunch of recipes. A lot of them are vegan friendly, and I really found that it was able to kind of open me up to eating healthier, but also having different flavors and tastes. Then the boys actually have been liking the recipes as well. Like one day this week I made a Frankie, which is like just the or a Bombay burrito. It's an Indian dish, really good, nice flavors and spices. Made that with like a jalapeno sauce. And then the other day I made like a chickpea meal, had chickpea and couscous. And that meal she made actually didn't have meat, but I decided to go ahead and make some pan-seared chicken with it. But just trying to spice up recipes so that eating healthy doesn't necessarily have to be boring. Like I get tired of seeing the ground beef or ground turkey with veggies on the side, just bland stuff. Like I just get tired of seeing that. I get tired eating it, to be honest. So I just wanted to do something that was more like fun and flavorful and all of that. I also cut out partially dairy. So I do still eat yogurt, but I am cutting out cheese completely. So any of the cheese that I use is going to be vegan cheese. I haven't found a specific brand that I like right now. I'm just trying out vegan cheeses, but definitely using vegan cheese, and I am not drinking whole milk anymore. Mostly with that, it's just because like I knew better. Like I'm lactose intolerant. For some reason my body is able to digest cheese fine, but when it came to milk and ice cream, my body was like, girl, why are you torturing me? My stomach would be hurting so bad, and I just was like, why not just give it up? So of course I go to my plant-based alternatives, which are oat milk and almond milk. I've been more into oat milk. I like the creaminess of oat milk. Almond milk more for like, if I want to have a bowl of mini wheats or something, I'll just pour some oat milk in there because not oat milk, almond milk. Oat milk to drink it's not the best. It's just way too rich and creamy, and it's thick, and it's just not something that I really would recommend drinking on its own. But if I'm making a matcha or putting in my coffee or whatever, definitely would recommend oat milk. But yeah, I'm drinking between oat milk and almond milk. Overall, I think that these changes are definitely having an effect on me and my energy levels for positive. Now, I will say the other day I had a rest day, which I didn't work out, and I still ate, but I was just like really tired for some reason. But I noticed whenever I work out in the morning, I just have more energy, in which it used to be the opposite of that. It used to be if I work out, I'm kind of tired midday or whatever, but I noticed that I just have more energy. Like when I get up, I want to go ahead and work out and get my day started, make me a nice meal, and just keep on going throughout the day. Do I still indulge? So yesterday on my rest day was the first day through this diet that I actually felt like I wanted to indulge in something. I don't know. I think I was just having a stressful day yesterday. And so I did have strawberry frosted mini wheats, which in most people's viewpoints that probably isn't indulging just because it's mini wheats. Like, it's still sugar in that. But the bigger indulge was I had two bowls of that. So I had one for my afternoon snack and one for my evening snack. But I also had like a Ferrero Rocher chocolate, and that was like my indulgence. Like I just wanted something sweet. Typically, I have like dark chocolate pistachios or something because that's better for me to eat. But I ate all of that, so I was just like, I need something. I'm trying not to indulge as much. You know, like I'm not, this weekend actually is the baby's birthday weekend. So likely we're going to be getting cupcakes, and I'm trying my hardest not to get a cupcake. I want to try to find an alternative, but I don't really know what I'm going to get. Like, I don't see myself indulging too much in treats and things until I hit my weight goal. And then when I do, it'll be in moderation because I don't want to just start binging and then I gain all the weight back. But I feel like you definitely can indulge in things that you want for sure. I'm just not at a point where I feel like I can what do you call it, like I feel like I know when enough is enough. Like I know me, if I get some ice cream, I'm not going to just eat the serving size, I'm going to eat the whole pint. And that's just taking like accountability for knowing like, hey girl, like you're not where you need to be to indulge in this, so just hold off until you get there. So no, I am not indulging as much, but I will do something here or there. And I'm just learning how to satisfy that sweet tooth until I get to the point where I can have a cupcake here and there or have some ice cream or whatever. So when it comes to meal planning, I typically, so mornings I'm rotating between either having, like I'll do yogurt with well, protein yogurt. So I use, I think it's pronounced Oikos, Oikos Complete Pro, and that has a large amount of protein. I also use a protein granola by Nature Valley, as well as I put a little coconut flakes, chia seeds, and fruit. So I'll do that with some vegan sausage. I have completely eliminated meat from my breakfast in general. So if I have meat, it's typically not going to be for breakfast. It's either going to be for lunch or dinner when I do have it. But yeah, so I'll have a yogurt, a high protein yogurt with a side of vegan sausage or two boiled eggs. Or I'll do a breakfast omelet, and I've gotten really, really good with the breakfast omelets. So like this morning, I did 2 eggs. I did red onion, green bell peppers, spinach, avocado, and then 2 vegan sausage. And I can insert a picture of that as well. It was really good. You just have to know how to season stuff, you guys. Like, I feel like if I'm just using salt and pepper, it's just gonna be like, it's not gonna be bland. Of course, it's gonna have that salt taste, but finding how to just spice it up with different types of spices is what is gonna get you into like wanting to experiment more. Typically, that's for breakfast. Sometimes the yogurt will be my snack, and you know, I also do like an oatmeal for breakfast. So same thing, oatmeal with coconut flakes and fruit, and then typically if I do oatmeal, I'm going to be drinking a protein shake. I was at one point using the Isopure, and that's just like I was using the unflavored one, and I still will recommend that one. It's not bad, but I wanted more flavor because I am doing like a protein coffees, and I saw people talking about like this has a name. It's like called Profi. I had no idea. I just knew that I needed a way to incorporate protein into a drink, and I don't really like to do shakes and stuff, so the best way for me to do that was coffee. So I use the Orgain organic protein powder, and this is in the vanilla bean flavor, and I actually really like it. I think it's good, especially with the coffee, and especially because I can't use all of the sugars and creamers that I typically would use in coffee. You guys know, like, I'm a matcha girl. I love matcha. I've had to kind of die off the matcha train, at least with Starbucks. Like, I can make it at home by myself now because, you know, like, I just have to use less sugar and everything. But this really is a good alternative when you're looking for to add more protein and you still want some type of flavor. So yeah, I really like that protein powder for sure. And then when we get to lunch, I'm typically, what do I eat for lunch? Oh, avocado toast, of course. So avocado toast with egg, or doing a nice salad with some leafy greens, mushrooms, red onions, chickpeas. I think I got falafel and use that in the salad. Just packing it up with lots of vegetables. Sometimes you can throw a little fruit. The only fruit I like in a salad would actually be strawberries. But I did see a recipe for like a salad that has peaches in it, and I'm interested in trying that. That actually might be good. But yeah, like just having a nice healthy salad with a variety of different colors and everything. I really like that for lunch. Snacks would be just anything like something healthy. Like, just think when you're looking for snacks, just think healthy. Just think like granola, think yogurt, think fruit, think nuts. If you want chocolate, dark chocolate, things like that that are still going to satisfy that sweet tooth, but not give you a bunch of sugar, like a bunch of added sugars that you don't need. For dinner, like I said, I go on Substack now, and I'm like interested in doing a bunch of different recipes. Like, even for dinner today, I have no idea what I'm cooking. But if I don't feel like cooking, of course, I'm hitting up Kava. Because that's just the easiest thing right now until I find other places. When it comes to my eating, like, I'm just definitely on top of that for sure. So the way that I'm tracking my progress is more so once again how I feel, how my clothes fit, and I am going to do an occasional weigh-in. So I did weigh myself when I first started, and I was a whopping 197 pounds. Granted, I did weigh myself midday, so I'll give like a 3 pound wiggle room to say like I might be 194 when I first started. But either way, being in the 190s is crazy for me. Even though I am tall, and a lot of people can't really tell that I weigh that much because, you know, when you're taller, your weight is distributed differently. But I'm just not comfortable there. So my goal is to get down between, I would say, between 165 and 175. So, of course, if I'm at 197 now, I at least want to be able to lose about 20 pounds. I don't know where I am right now because I don't want to get stuck on weighing myself over and over again. Like, I just don't want to do that. So, I'm just focusing on how I feel, how my clothes fit, and then I'm likely going to weigh myself once a month. It's recommended that you weigh yourself more frequently. Not sure why, because I feel like, knowing me and how I am, I will definitely just like be driving myself crazy. Like, why? Oh my gosh, I'm fluctuating too much. Like, I'm not doing that. Not doing that at all. So yeah, when it comes to tracking the progress, I take pictures, and yeah, like that's how I track that. Sorry you guys, if you hear me breathing kind of hard, I had to step away for a minute. My little sister came over, so I had to go open the door. But yeah, just the weight thing, giving myself accountability, progress tracking and all of that. Like, I just try not to focus on that too much. I'm focusing more on how I feel so that I can still feel motivated. Because if I'm using or gaining my motivation from the scale, I don't feel like that's going to motivate me. Like I just don't. One thing that I did not talk about that I feel like is widely known, but it really is important, you guys. Water intake. I do not drink anything outside of water. I will occasionally pop in like a Olipop, but no sugary drinks. Like at one point, you guys, like it was crazy. I was in here making Kool-Aid like every week. It was ridiculous, and I was putting like 4 cups of sugar. You guys know how the old school Kool-Aid is made, okay? You got to put a lot of sugar in there for it to taste good, but that just wasn't good. So I stopped making that, and I am not giving that to the boys anymore. So they're going to have to be good with Capri Suns, or I actually started juicing. So I got a juicer off of Amazon, and I originally got it because the baby, he doesn't eat vegetables. So I had to find a way to get him vegetables because I'm just like, you have to have vegetables. So I got a juicer and I started making different types of juices, and he absolutely loves them. Actually, my oldest, he likes them too. So I'm like, okay, this is perfect for just making juices. So like if they want orange juice, apple juice, I use mangoes, I use pineapple, I use beets, I use carrots, all of these things just so that they can still have juice, but they're not having the juice with all the sugar. Most times I don't have to sweeten the juice because the fruit itself is already sweet. But I do sweeten sometimes using blue agave just to give like a natural sweetener. So I would definitely recommend juicing. Number one, if you're a mom that cannot get your child to eat veggies, I definitely recommend it for sure. I noticed like his bowel movements are regular, and it definitely helps. Whereas though when, of course, when he's not having vegetables, his stool gets a little more hard and things of that nature. And then if you just want juice, like it's nothing wrong with having juice. Just a healthier option would be to just get fresh squeezed juice from the fruit. Like you source the fruit, you get the fruit, and you just juice it yourself, and just making a little bottles for yourself. Like I got like 2 packs of like these little clear bottles that you can reuse for juices, and I just pour it in there, and we have them to grab throughout the week and everything. But I find that it's just better to drink juice that way. Overall, if you're looking to try to lose weight or just have a healthy lifestyle change in general, like I would say just start it. Like don't wait until the new month starts or wait until the new year starts or wait until your birthday. Like you have to just start it. You have to just do it, because if you wait and wait and wait, like you'll find that you never do it. About almost 4 years ago, to be 4 years on July the 5th, I stopped drinking. So I have not had an alcoholic beverage of any type since July 5th, 2021. And I didn't just like plan to do that. I just stopped completely. I went in my pantry and I poured out all of the alcohol, wine, whatever, and I just stopped. And ever since then, I haven't had the desire to drink or anything, and that's just by the grace of God. Like, if I smell alcohol, it kind of makes me gag a little. I don't feel the desire to drink it, and I don't feel the desire to drink it to have fun or anything along those lines. I come as me. I learned how to have fun just being me without the alcohol, without any needing anything. So I would say, like, if you want to start something, just do it. Like, stop waiting around for the perfect moment, the right moment. You're not always going to have that. And I think it's just more realistic to say, like, if you just have the thought come to your mind, say like, I want to lose weight, like I have to take matters into my own hand. Like, I don't typically recommend people go to the gym. That might sound bad, but I feel like if you want to go to the gym, you can do that. But at some point, like, I feel like you can get the best results when you push yourself. Granted, like, some people are like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. I need somebody to push me. And that is your prerogative. That's what you want. But I just believe when you have the willpower to just start something and actively find the resources on your own, typically it's likely to the changes are likely to stick. Some people that I know that have gone to sign up for gym memberships or get personal trainers, it never sticks because number one, they go to the gym beginning of the year and then it stops because they like, oh, I don't feel like going. Or they get a trainer and the training stops because they're just like, oh, well, I'm paying you and I don't have to come. But when you're showing up for yourself every day, that just takes a different type and level of commitment. And I feel like results will be up, they might be slower, but they're going to stick more because you are seeing like, oh, this works for me or this doesn't. Now, when it comes to like dietary needs and stuff, some people may need professional for that. I'm not saying that you should become a doctor overnight and things like that. Like if you have any health concerns or things like that, definitely talk to a doctor, talk to a professional that may be able to give you some things that will work better for you, you trying to lose weight and things like that. But you really have to have the willpower in yourself. I don't need anybody to tell me that I need to lose weight. I don't need anybody to tell me I need to work out. I just know that I have to do it. I want to be healthy for myself. I want to be healthy for my children. I want to live as long of a life as God is going to allow me to live. And so I just try to keep myself as healthy as possible. So yeah, if you need some type of encouragement, I would just tell you to just start. Like, don't wait. Don't try to wait for the ideal situation, the ideal circumstance, whatever the case may be. Like, do it for you. Do it because you want to be a better version of yourself. Don't do it for some type of aesthetic. Don't do it because you want to look like her or him or whatever. Do it because you want to look like the best version of yourself. And that's what I do every day. You know, even with me working out, I still have a little mommy pouch from having 2 C-sections, but I still enjoy the process of losing weight, of, you know, being able to still be active and not have a bunch of issues because I just haven't taken care of myself and my body. Like, you know, it's just important to take care of your body, you guys. How you're treating your body in regards to physical aspects, what you're putting into it in regards to your nutrition. Even with my skin, you guys know I'm big on skincare. So all of those things, like, I think it's just super important. Before I end the video, let me touch on workouts really quick. So I do still work out. I work out 5 days a week. I work out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, rest day Thursday, Friday, Saturday, rest day Sunday. Um, and it's between cardio, and functional weight training. I mean, not functional, functional strength training, and then traditional weights. And so they all rotate, and I still use Sydney Cummings. I feel like she's one of the best YouTubers that I have found that is just consistently giving good programs. I would recommend her. I recommend her to everybody else. I've used her for years. But yeah, just a quick glance or summary of that. That's how I work out. I also can do a video on that. If you guys want me to, just let me know down below. But yeah, once again, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.